In this video, I'm going to show you the best skills in Zero Sievert and give you a breakdown of why each skill is the best. First up is Mule. This skill increases your max carrying weight by 11 kilos. I choose this over Jogger and Sprinter, which are essentially stamina and run speed boosts, because to me, running around too much tends to be the leading cause of death in Zero Sievert. While running, you can't fire your weapon, which is a death sentence if you run into the wrong situation. Because of this, I tend to play slightly slower and more methodical, walking for a good chunk of my raids. This means the stat increases from Jogger and Sprinter are kinda useless to me, while Mule is a large boost to the amount of gear and loot I can take out of raid, which is always a plus. The second skill is Stealth. To me, this skill is a must-have when leveling your character. It decreases enemy sight range by 20% at max level, increases the time it takes for enemies to detect you by up to 150%, and increases the damage you deal by up to 30%. This skill essentially makes you invisible to most enemies until you are right on top of them, which is insanely strong. This, in conjunction with a few other skills and modules, gives you huge damage potential. The two other skills are loot based and are pretty mediocre in comparison. Loot speed and enemy and chest visibility aren't really major issues that these skills are needed to improve on. Up next is Sniper. This skill maxed out increases your ergonomics while aiming by 200% and increases your damage while aiming by 130%. The other skills, Operator and Fast Hands, both give varying increases to your reload speed and recoil control. I choose Sniper over Operator and Fast Hands primarily because the raw damage increase you get is too good to pass up. The current meta in Zero Sievert is using the scope mechanic to burst enemies before they can react. The bonus damage while scoped is a huge boost to your time to kill, while reload speed and recoil are manageable without specking into their respective perks. Fourth is Storage. This skill increases the amount of items traders have to sell by 100% at max level. This skill is really the only option since the other two skills are hot trash. Charm gives the traders more rubles, but the whole point of having more rubles is to buy more things. So you might as well be able to buy more things than have more rubles sitting in your inventory. Workaholic is also cheap since we don't have daily or repeatable quests yet, so its use runs out once you finish the quest line. The first skill in the secondary tree is Field Medic. Field Medic decreases the time needed to use medication by 70% at max level. This is far better than Pharmacist, which allows you to craft injectors based on level, since you can just purchase injectors from the doctor. Once you hit mid-game, injectors are pretty cheap, and being able to heal up fast in raid is vital. Next is Gear Lover, which decreases weapon and armor durability loss by 45%. I choose this over Modder, which increases attachment stats by 20% because it directly increases your survival rate in raid. Your weapon and armor durability have detrimental consequences when they fall too low. Your armor begins to fail at stopping rounds, and your gun starts to jam. The cost and hassle to repair them in raid also starts to add up. In comparison, having your weapon's attachments slightly increase in effectiveness will barely make a noticeable difference in your combat effectiveness. Gear Lover is the obvious choice here. The final skill I use is Nutritionist, which at max level adds 20 HP to your max health pool and 25 stamina to your maximum stamina pool while you are not starving or dehydrated. Chef, on the other hand, gives you more recipes and increases the nutrition gain from foods you make by up to 55%. This is an easy choice as I would take more HP and stamina any day over nutrition value for food I cook. I barely even cook in game as is. Alright, that's it. These are the best skills to use currently. I'm curious as to what skill builds you guys are running, so let me know down in the comments. Bye.